Hello everyone, Ashlyn Giza YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about just um, name calling. Okay, so we all know what name calling is. It can be like bitch, stupid, controlling, uh, an idiot, just different things like that. It's actually a form of abuse. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've never called my husband a name, or I've never called anybody in the universe a name, because I have. We all do it out of anger. And is it right? No. But when somebody doesn't even know who you are, it makes things all the worse. So, okay, story time. My my husband's family does not get along with me, and I don't really know I don't really know the reason why. I'm assuming though it's because um I I I believe in God, but I'm more of a spiritual person. Also, I'm very straightforward and I'm very blunt. I say exactly what's on my mind, and a lot of people can't handle that, and they don't like it. I also feel like they think that I um, dictate how their son feels, and I feel that they think I control their son, and because their son has changed his point of view on certain things in life after he got with me, which is not. I can't be responsible for that, because everybody has their own free will, their own choice to think and feel how they want to. So that's, I mean, if I'm controlling him, then I can say that he's allowing me to control him then, I guess. But that's hypothetical, because I'm not controlling their son. He can do whatever he wants to. But I think it's really immature that one day I got a text, and my husband got a text, and it was his brother calling me controlling. Okay. I think it's sad and pathetic when people name call when they don't even know you. So his brother, we went to middle school and high school together, and we all did like hang out, but I was more of an acquaintance to them, if anything. I wasn't really somebody that his brother knew and talked to. In fact, I'm like 2 or 3 years older than his brother. And the 6 years that me and my husband have been together, I've only seen his brother like maybe once or twice a year. And that would be like at Thanksgiving or Christmas, and then maybe like one of his children's soccer games or something like that. So I only saw him maybe an average of like 7 to 10 times in 6 years that me and my husband have been together, and he called me an idiot. And or excuse me, not an idiot. He called me controlling. I I I said idiot because earlier in the video I was naming off different names people can call people, but he called me controlling. And it really got to me, not because I am controlling, but because of what I just told you guys, because he doesn't even know me. And I've only seen him like 10 times in the 6 or 5 years that me and my husband have been together. So, and also, in order for him to call me that, he either had to have viewed me being controlling at one point, or someone in his family, um, had my husband maybe, his mom or dad, somebody had to have told him a story or something about me that shows that tried to show or portray that I'm controlling. That's why it got to me, because I don't ever see him and he doesn't know who I am. So if I'm being called a name, if I'm being name called, then at least have it make sense. Like, okay, if someone was to call me a bitch, that would more than likely make sense because I can be one, and I can be one intentionally. Like, I'm one of those people that I'm a firm believer, if you treat me one way, then I'll treat you the same way back. I'll give you what you gave me. You get what you give. So, I mean, if you're not showing somebody respect, you're probably not going to get it back. So that's the type of person I am. But it just infuriates me, that kind of stuff. And like, I've been on this app too, and I've been like tracking ovulation, tracking my period and stuff like that, because me and my husband are actually trying to conceive. But nonetheless, there's been like some mean girls on this app that I'm on, that I track my ovulation and my menstrual cycle on. And there's just like this particular person that every time I made a post, like a poll, and I said, "Hey, you guys, does this ovulation stick look positive or look like I peaked?" Peaked means that you ovulated. And I would get this specific girl that would press no. She would vote no right away, right when I would post. Like, she was sitting there watching to see when I post. And then she would comment down below, like really rude comments like this. There's if you have the box with the instructions on it, then you shouldn't be having to ask everybody if you this is a positive ovulation test, or if you peaked, because on the box it clearly states that it has to be the same color as the line or darker than the control line. So the same color as the control line or darker. And I'm just thinking, my gosh, what is wrong with people? Like, why does everybody have to be that way? Like, name calling and then snappy like that and everything. It's like, um, that's what I do all day long on my group, that I have, that I made, for women and men, for spiritual coaching and advice. I help people on a daily basis, to get to a grounding level and a more level headed, state of mind, and a more inner peace and peaceful state, instead of being so angry and everything. And so you would think that since I try to help people on a daily living, a daily basis, I mean to say, that I would then get that same thing back, but I'm not. And so I guess I just have to like do give without expecting anything back, because the world we live in nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, people just have problems on a constant, on a regular basis, and I don't even understand why. Um, I've been kind of having a little bit of more trouble again in my marriage, because I'll just name a few things. I found tobacco in my bathtub on the spout where the water comes out. So my husband chews tobacco. He spit it on the water spout. I confronted him about that. I think that's disgusting. Who wants tobacco being spit in their bathtub? And then I also, so in my previous video called, Is Cheating Porn? That's what the video is called. Or is porn cheating? Excuse me, I said that wrong. I talk a little bit about how my husband did that to me. He viewed pornography behind my back, which that doesn't really isn't really what made me mad. What made me mad is we set boundaries in our marriage, and not looking at that stuff when we aren't together was one of them. And I caught it on his phone, and then he admitted to it, and we got in a little fight, and we apologized. Actually, it was a big fight, and then he apologized though. So I've been kind of looking at his phone lately and asking him if I can look at his history of things and stuff like that, because I I've been worried that he's doing that same thing to me, because if you lie once, you're probably going to lie again, and if you're lying about something like small like that, to me that's not a huge thing to really lie about. A lot of people view that, but to not fess up to it and not admit it is just makes it weird, I guess, and not right because you're lying. So I asked him if I could look at his phone. I've been asking him what he's been watching and viewing, and he said Christian sermons and good things, nothing bad or anything he shouldn't be looking at. So I asked him if I could look at his phone. I said, "Can I look at your phone?" And he said, "Yeah," and gave me the phone. So I looked at his phone. I looked at his histories, and on like different social media apps, different web searches and stuff like that. And I found on one of his search histories, I won't say what social media form that I found it on, but I found on his search history that he wasn't looking up any Christian things or in Christian sermons like he was telling me he was. I found out he was looking at there was a whole history watch of of uh cr- crime cases. That's how you say it, and murder cases. And they weren't just crime cases and murder cases of like men and boys and uh children and women, like random like that. They were all crime cases and murder cases of wives being killed and husbands killing wives, and how a husband had his best friend help him hide the body of his wife, missing young girl, and um, just a bunch of those like that. And it upset me because I'm sitting here thinking, why the hell is my husband looking at stuff that has to do with just like all women? I know we all watch crime cases, and we all have watched like John Wayne Gacy and Ted Bundy and Ed Gein and all of those people. I know that we watch that kind of stuff, and I know we all watch horror movies and stuff like that sometimes. But it's the fact of that he had told me he's watching Christian stuff, and then I look at his search. There's no Christian stuff, and it's all crime cases. And what are the crime cases and murder cases about? They're about women and wives that have been murdered or missing. So that does make me feel weird, and it does make me feel offended. So I just confronted him about that too, and I said, I don't like you watching that kind of stuff like that. And you lied to me and told me you're watching something else, and you told me you were watching good things, and you told me you watched Christian sermons. And then when I look at your phone, it's the fucking way opposite. So it's not Christian sermons or good things. It's murder cases and crime cases. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why I lie about something like not small like that, but like why tell me you were watching something else when you weren't? Like, and then lying about what you're watching from one extreme, like white, to another extreme, which is really, really dark. I don't get that. That's weird to me. Call me out if I'm fucking not making sense here, but that's strange to me. So, I did confront my husband about that. So there's just different things about people, and even shit that's going on with my husband and our marriage and stuff like that, that is just insane and not going good. And I don't even understand why. I don't get why people name call each other, and I don't understand why anybody, not just my husband, why anybody has to lie about anything, big or small. Just tell the fucking truth, especially if you're not hiding anything or you're not trying to do anything bad. And the name calling shit with people is just like, I mean, I'm 36 years old. I'm going to be 37 in 5 months. Can we grow the fuck up, people? I mean, that's how I feel about it. So, I have an anger issue. I'm trying to work through that, and actually am going to a therapist next week on Tuesday. I have a therapist on a regular basis. I just haven't seen her for a while because I moved, and I have a 1 year old. I had a baby. He's 18 months right now, and so things got really busy, so I didn't keep up with my mental health. I did keep up with my medications that my doctor prescribed to me, my family physician, but I did not keep up with my mental health as far as seeing my therapist. So I need to do that. But I mean, everybody has fucking problems, but I'm just trying to point out the obvious, that this name calling bullshit that we do to each other, everybody, even me, has to stop. Um, Lying to your wife, or anybody lying to anybody, is just wrong. Just tell the truth, it'll set you free. So that's just some stuff that I had to get off my chest. I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. I'm just going to call this video, like, I don't know, venting or something. I don't know. It's so that's a little bit about what's been going on with my life, and that's why, like, in my last most recent videos that I've been posting, why everything, like my makeup, I'm not wearing makeup, why I'm not really very energetic, why I haven't really been posting videos day to day, because shit has just been not going the greatest. So I don't know, but yeah, I'll be on with another life topic.